Welcome back to the evening show. Now, so far over the last couple of weeks, Chris Sandford has shown us a wonderful starter, a fabulous soup that you can do two ways, and tonight he's really under pressure in the kitchen because he is doing the main course. Wait until you see what he's been up to. Take a look. So Chris, the main event, Christmas dinner, what have you got lined up for us?
I thought turkey and ham would be very boring.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because people have lots of different functions, so we've come up with something a wee bit different of. It's a bit of a long-winded one.
Okay.
But we'll give it a go. What we're going to do is we have some lovely duck. We're going to do a type of a confit of duck. We're not going to cook it in all that fat, but we're going to seal it off and roast it. But we're going to stuff it with black pudding.
Ooh, okay.
And we're going to take the breast here, wrap it in some Parma ham.
Right.
We're going to wrap that and then seal that and cook that in some of the fat as well, which is lovely. We're going to cook that nice and slowly. And from the carcass, we've made a lovely stock that's going to be for our sauce. And we're going to make a red wine and balsamic reduction to serve with our duck.
Is this difficult to do?
No, not really.
Sounds complicated.
No, it sounds complicated, but no, not really. It's very straightforward. It's something a wee bit different. You can prepare it the day before. Good. Which is good. And, you know, really very straightforward, and you can mix and match and do what you want with this as well.
Super. So you simply just roll up the ham.
Well, what I have here, look, I've just lined here some Parma ham onto some cling film. I'm just simply going to take the breast here, and all I'm doing, it's a bit like the sushi. Remember we did the sushi before? So it's a bit like the sushi.
Perfect. And you actually got a whole duck, and you got your breast and legs from that actual...
Absolutely.
That, you know, the actual whole duck, rather than buying them separately.
Absolutely, because it's great value, Olive, and you can make a fantastic sauce from that carcass. And, you know, I actually have it on there just now. You can hear it in the background bubbling away.
Sizzling.
And all I've done is roasted the bones and sealed them off there in a good hot pan. And you can add some vegetables to that as well. I love to add some red wine and some balsamic vinegar, and that's reducing now, and we're going to use that to finish for our sauce. So that's the end product, but great flavour, great flavour. Now,
do you need to leave these to set, kind of, because this one's nice and, you know, firm. That's been in the fridge for an hour.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. If you can do it the day before, fantastic. Minimum of an hour, you're absolutely right. And what we're going to do with these then is we're going to do that. Tie a little knot in the end. Leave yourself a bit more than I have here, but you can tie a little knot in the end, and what that does, it creates a little bit of pressure on it there.
Okay, so it sets.
So it sets. And then you can, look, just gently, you can see what's happening there? You just push that up there.
It's a lot more firm, doesn't it?
And this is the pièce de résistance to the dish. Being a festive period, of course, it's a great way to impress maybe that special friend that you have over for Christmas.
We all like to impress at Christmas. And then you just want to stuff this with black pudding.
I'm going to, now, yes, I have here, all I've done here is the leg. I've taken out the bone, trimmed it back there, pull that back a little bit there, and we've just gently laid that out nice there.
Black pudding?
Black pudding, and just gently shape it there, pop it in like this, fold it over, and we're going to get a lovely shape there with that.
Great.
Now, there's a wee bit of cooking in this, so, you know, give yourself that wee bit extra time. So all we're going to do is, we're going to cook these first, pop them in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. And then we're going to seal these off and cook them for the last 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, we better get the ovens on then. So, Olive, here we are. What we're going to do now is we're just going to, not too much seasoning in this, because with Parma ham there's a little bit of salt in that anyway. Just a little bit of seasoning. What we're going to do is seal these off here. Yeah. Once I open this here, of course. We're going to seal these off here. And now remember, the idea of this is what we're going to do is we're going to cook the legs first, because they're going to take a long time to cook. Now, this is a hot pan, so be careful. You hear that lovely sizzling noise now? Yeah. Hear that there? So be gentle with this now. And just pop that around there. Now what I want to do is I want to try and hold the shape in that there as well. So now I'm going to attempt to do that with this one here. Now you have to be careful, because what I've got in there is one of my absolute favourites, duck fat. Ooh. So good and tasty. But you know, it's Christmas, so treat yourself. Yeah, you gotta put in the fat at Christmas. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. And all I'm going to do with these is simply seal them off nice and evenly. We're going to pop the legs in, cook them in the oven. And then we're going to pop them in right at the end, just before the dish is ready, for about 8 minutes, no more than 8 minutes. And if you like your ducks nice and pink, then that's the way to have it. But I like to have it a wee bit darker than that, because it is poultry, remember. So I'm going to just seal that off there nicely. So the legs take 40 minutes. Yes. And the breast takes only 8 minutes at the end, is it? Absolutely, yeah. That's what's going to happen there. And you can see what's happened there. Is the fat there has just reacted very quickly with the heat there. Yeah. So my black pudding's popping out there. But listen, I'll fix that before I pop it in there. You don't need to worry about that.
How long does it take to seal them off? Just a couple of minutes?
Well, there you are, yeah, you can see you got a nice colour in them there. So these ones here, we're going to just leave to rest, which is great for that, because it helps to hold the shape. We get lovely shape in that there.
Well, what's great as well is that, you're waiting for hours for your turkey. I mean, this is a good solution to that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, 40 minutes, Christmas dinner is done. I like that. Oh, don't worry yourself.
No, it's okay, there we are. I'm just trying to get a wee bit of shape in that there. Don't worry, that wee bit of black pudding has just popped out there, but we can pop that back in.
You can pop that in.
Yeah.
Well, this is good, because, I mean, people get worried that if something goes wrong...
Hey, it doesn't always just go straight forward, Olive. You know, that's part of what we do. But, you know...
the DIY after.
The DIY, but you see, this is more of the shape we want here, and that's just going to taste so good, full of flavour, and really tasty.
Perfect, so we need to bang this in the oven.
We do.
Perfect. Now, Chris, my favourite part of Christmas dinner is the sauce. What are you making?
Well, what we've done, because we had the whole bird,
Yes.
we've taken all the excess bones and not too much of the fat now because it can be really fatty. But you can keep that fat as well for cooking with, which is fantastic. And we've roasted them all off, popped them in this here. I've put some balsamic vinegar, some red wine, some garlic, and we're just reducing it down now. You can actually see in this pan where it's come down.
Yeah.
And we're down to, look, almost absolutely nothing.
And do you need to put a little bit of oil in, or do you just put the bones in straight away on their own?
100%.
On their own?
Do not add any oil.
Really?
Because if you're putting oil, you're going to have to take it back out.
Okay, so you literally just heat up your pan, bones straight in, and add whatever you're adding.
The real key here is to get a good browning on your bones, and that makes it that lovely roasted flavour to it.
Perfect. So this is the stock that we all cheat and buy in little cubes in the supermarket.
And this is how to do it properly, and it's great fun. It's great fun. Now in here, this is a really hot pan. Again, we're using copper because it evenly distributes the heat. Now I'm going to add in there, because if I add the butter to that, it's just going to burn. I've got in here
onion,
small onion, and a clove of garlic.
Super.
So it's great, great flavour. So, and we're going to leave that in the sauce, make it a wee bit chunky if you like.
Oh yeah.
So we're just going to add that there. Now you can hear that there. Sizzling away, and I'm going to add, and now we have to be careful here now, because we've got a bit of a smoke here if this gets into there, like that there.
Very hot.
So it's very hot. We're going to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Just reduce that down there. Some red wine.
Red wine, and if it's not good enough to drink, it's not good enough to cook with.
That's the girl.
There you go. I've been learning.
I mean, just look, it's as simple as that. We're in that reduced down there now. Again, it's all about intensifying the flavour. Yeah. So we've taken all of that there and reduced it down to almost virtually nothing now. You can see that there. Look at the lovely colour in that there. Everyday sieve. These are great. They're very inexpensive. And instead of like scrubbing and scrubbing, what you can do is you can just dispose of them after you've used them for a wee while. So now I'm going to pop all this in here now. Now I can get all of that in there.
So you just sieve it through and then catches all the bones, so your stock's going straight through into the sauce.
That's exactly it, Olive.
Oh, lovely.
And what we're doing now is we're going to remove that there. We're going to control the heat a little bit. You can see.
Oh wow.
You see what's happening there?
So you need to make the stock kind of a day before if you can. And then how soon before your meat is ready do you make the sauce?
Well, you can make it just before, or you can make the sauce and let it rest and then gently warm it through.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So all I'm going to do with that now is I'm just going to check it for seasoning.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. I think you're going to like this one. And all we're going to do with that then is we're going to serve that with our duck, our black pudding, and it's just going to be absolutely scrumptious.
Fantastic. Voila!
Here we have our duck roll.
Oh, it looks great. It smells fab.
Now, as you can see, this is the one that went a wee bit raw on us. But, you know, it's come out not too bad.
Absolutely.
So we're actually going to use that one.
Great, and I like that as well, because, you know, if it goes a little bit wrong at home, there's no need to panic. It can be salvaged.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. What I've done here is I've pureed some parsnips and potatoes.
Oh.
And all I've done is just add a little bit of butter and popped it into the shape there.
How did you actually puree them?
Well, I use a little sieve, you know, just a wee domestic sieve, and just pass it through that gently.
Really?
And you get a really refined puree.
Oh, wow, okay, I didn't realise you could do that.
So that's what we're going to do with that there. I'm going to take this here now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that off, and you'll see that's
Do you need to oil that a little bit so it comes off easily?
A little bit, yeah, always a little bit of oil. Now, all I'm going to do with this here, is I'm just going to trim it back a little bit, just for presentation.
Yeah.
But the black pudding, for me, is absolutely delicious for this little dish. So we're going to pop that on there like this.
Ooh.
Now,
this is the breast of duck.
Now, like I said, I like mine's a bit well done, so you can cook it a little bit less, but, you know, it's poultry. In my opinion, you have to remember with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this like this. So have that there. So there is a little bit of pink there. So it's not too bad.
So you're that's really clever the way you're.
And we're just going to pop that there.
Cutting them there.
And then, you know, because you're here today, you get a wee pre-taste of
Oh, I like that. Oh,
now,
it smells beautiful.
I've also cooked a few wee vegetables and just shaped them gently. A few wee potatoes, and I'm just going to generally just pop these around the plate here like this.
And how did you just sauteed them in a little bit of butter, did you?
I just reheated them there in a little bit of butter. And I've got some celery here as well, which goes absolutely fantastically well with duck.
Wow.
I'm just going to pop that
Oh, the
like
duck taste.
And that's that there. And then, of course, we have our sauce.
The sauce.
Just going to, now, the sauce, well,
yes.
What can we say? The sauce.
The sauce to me makes the dish. I love the sauce. It's just amazing.
You're going to love this because butter.
Butter. Not too much butter. But it is Christmas.
Hot pan. Put it in there.
Yeah.
Now what you want to remember is do not reboil this once you've added the butter. But just
Why?
if you just watch, because it will all go very grainy on you.
Oh,
it's like it's separated. But if you watch how shiny that sauce goes.
That's gorgeous.
If you get a good
yeah. Way ahead of you.
Can I just borrow that, please? We're going to just take our sauce and listen. What a perfect way to celebrate Christmas with a few special friends and family.
Oh,
something you can do in advance. And there you have.
And it's so simple. No stress. Very simple. Looks great. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Absolutely fabulous. Doesn't he make it look so easy? I know, I can't get over how fantastic that dish is, and a really nice alternative to turkey as well this Christmas. And if you want to get your hands on the recipe, just log on to the website www.city.ie and click on the evening show page, and that recipe, along with the other 2 recipes for the Christmas dinner and all the recipes throughout the year, are up there as well. Now that is your lot for tonight, but Jimmy is back here on Monday. He will be here at 7, repeated at 9. Do join him then. But until then, have a lovely weekend. Mind yourself in the snow. Bye-bye.